I'm in Cairo now and I'm super excited to be here. This is the capital of Egypt and it's one of the most densely populated cities. The population of Cairo is 22 million and 4 million people come out in and out of Cairo every day for work. And I'm going to be here for next 24 hours and staying next to pyramids in Giza. Cairo now, we are a bit of a trouble because we were not carrying US dollars. So remember to carry that. That is very, very important because if you're taking visa on entry here, you need US dollars or euros. And the ATM here is not going to give you that kind of money. So remember to carry that. Okay, I'm going out now to see the pyramids, and these are the things that I'm packing. I'm taking my camera, very important, my notebook in which I write my ideas, my story ideas mostly, a cap, it's a lot of sun outside, a sunblock, my shades, and umbrella just for added protection. And that's it, nothing more. That's my bag. So I'm standing at the Great Pyramid of Khufu. This is the highest pyramid at 149 meters. And this was constructed somewhere between the Old and the Middle Kingdoms. As you can see around me, these are heavy stones and there is no gel in between them. There is no cement between them. What was done was to put a slurry of mud to expel the air. And this is very much like a vacuum lock which was constructed at that point of time. Another interesting thing, there's a lot of technology which goes behind it, because every angle to create a pyramid needs to be at 45 degrees. So imagine, we are talking about 4,500 years back and they had to figure out all this science and how this vacuum locking had to work for all these stones to stay together. So this is a great piece of architecture as the world knows, and no wonder that this is an ancient wonder of the world. Behind me, you see the three main pyramids, and over there are broken ruins of three more pyramids which were meant for the Greeks. Now, if you look to the leftmost, that is the Great Pyramid of Khufu. That is the tallest one, but it doesn't look the tallest one from here because of the elevation differences. And behind that Great Pyramid of Khufu, there are three more pyramids. So overall, in this complex, there are 9 pyramids. My trip to the pyramids, but the last thing that I've come here to see is the Great Sphinx, which you can see behind me, with the body of a lion and the head of the king. And in front of that is the temple where the mummification used to be carried out. So the bodies were brought up here, and the liver, the head, everything was removed, the organs were removed from there, and then they were left for 70 days for the dehydration process to take place. And after that, there was a ramp through which the body was transferred directly into the pyramids. So we are walking to the old part of Cairo now. This is where the Coptic part of Cairo is, so where the churches are, and there is also the oldest mosque in Egypt that is just outside this. Now I'm heading out for lunch, and as you can see, there's a lot of traffic on the roads of Cairo. Not very different from Delhi actually. So I'm sitting here for lunch now, and this is green soup that I'm going to have. I'm not exactly sure what's inside it, but it looks like some kind of beans. And then I have tahini, I have stuffed okra, and then I have hummus over there. So I've got some more food now. This is of course rice, and this is okra soup and some stuffed vegetables here, and then that is green soup. So it seems like there are a lot of veggies in it, and this has to be eaten with rice. So this is Egyptian Museum. This is right in the center of Cairo, and this is a must-do place because there are so many mummies here. I go to see mummies for the first time here, so it's a fantastic place to be. And there is a section which has listed all the jewelry which was found in Tutankhamun's tomb. And there's so much gold over there. I think it's worth a visit. So this place I highly recommend. So I'm with Ahmed. Ahmed showed me around Cairo a whole day today, and we are in the Egyptian Museum right now. We started the day by going to the pyramids. So we spent 2-3 hours in the pyramids, and you showed us all the major pyramids that we had over there, which was beautiful, fantastic experience. And then we went to the Coptic part of Egypt. So not many people know about this, but Jesus actually came to Cairo, and there are a few churches around here which are very renowned, very popular, and approximately 10% of the population is Christian in Cairo. And there's no strife between the Muslims and the Christians here, which is fantastic. And then we had lunch, and after that we came to the Egyptian Museum, and I showed you a glimpse of how the museum looks like. So once I was done with the Egyptian Museum, I went to the open souk in Cairo called Khalil Khalili, and here you can listen to the noise and the vibe of the city. This was my last stop for the day. It was in these streets, the streets of this open souk, that Naguib Mahfouz, the Nobel Prize winner for literature in Egypt, he wrote his stories. And there are a lot of small, quaint cafes around here. In fact, Naguib used to sit in one of these cafes, and they say that a lot of his stories were written in that very cafe. So I'm ending my 24 hours in Cairo exactly where I started, at the pyramids. Cairo comes across as full of energy. There are a lot of young people here, but it's also quite chaotic. People are still, there's a lot of rush, there's a lot of traffic, but in many ways it's one of the most interesting places to come to understand how the entire link to the ancient history has been carried forward, has been maintained till date. As I ended my visit to Cairo, I thought it reminded me of something. It actually reminded me of my home 10 years back, Delhi.